2 rivalry games, 1 day. We're seeing who does it better. Started things off with a noon kick at Kroger Field for Louisville versus Kentucky. We're going straight into the stadium because this is my second Kentucky game in 24 hours. I spent all morning posting the first one. We also won't have time to tailgate the second game either, so everything's even. Made it just in the nick of time. Let's watch some Governor's Cup football, baby. How aggressive the boos are to the opposing team is going to be a big indicator about the hatred of the rivalries. I'm not even going to hold it to you. That was nothing crazy. Let's play some football, guys. Missed a score, but it's 7-0 now, about 10 minutes in. I wanted to let the game marinate a bit before I get some takes off, but I think we can do that now. This, all along here, for a rivalry game, is unacceptable. I get Kentucky season's over. I get it's a little cold out. But this is a winnable rivalry game. How are we not selling this out? Especially after just selling out a basketball game against Georgia State less than 24 hours ago. What are we doing, guys? At least I can move over this. I don't have to talk to myself in front of everyone all game. Let's make a quick stroll through the concourse and head over there. After we stand in the sun for a grip, because it is freaking freezing. The temperature outside isn't too bad, but that first cold weather game of the year, it always gets me. Like most stadiums, not too crazy in the upper section. Could not pay me to eat this right now. We'll stroll the 100 too. That might have more shit to it. How cold are you right now? Not at all?
I got too much fireball in it.
Smart guy. This might just be a mid-tier concourse in general. Actually, I do like that Kentucky has their NFL wall in the concourse a lot. Pretty much every school has a version of this in their football facility, but hardly any school has it visible to the public. I stop and look at these every time I pass them. They're so easy to put up. Gotta shout out our new favorite Wildcat alum, this is Darius Smith too. One pride, baby. Let's head out this way. Check back into the game, and it is 17-0. Maybe the Kentucky fans are onto something not showing out to this one. As far as intensity for a rivalry goes, it still really isn't there on either side. A lot of creators go to rivalry games and play it up to be something, but genuinely this game hasn't been that testy in the stands. Not a lot of shouting, not a lot of fights. I think both sides, the teams just aren't good enough for people to care enough. We might just need to wait for the basketball version of this to come around. But to be expected, as this game has moved along, there's been less and less Kentucky fans and more Louisville fans. And the Louisville fans are getting louder with every touchdown. And that's really going to get those Kentucky fans out of here. Safe travels on your way out, Big Blue Nation. I'm going to give Kentucky one more play to see if I'm staying or leaving. Can you get this first down? Thanks for playing, Kentucky. Off to our next game. Your football team is not hot like your sauna. Any good rivalry is taking that shit down. Honestly, it should be a Kentucky fan, if anybody. Easy breezy, beautiful. Off to our next spot. And if you couldn't tell already, it's even colder. The good thing is we're doing this off and overnight trips. I had an extra hoodie and an extra pair of sweats to put on. But after freezing my ass off while the sun was out south of me, I'm a little bit nervous about doing that in the dark, now a little bit north. But although I'm nervous, you must know, I'm the least daunted creator on this whole lap. We're at Indiana today too. We're coming in just a hair past kickoff, but we should get the most of it. I know what some of y'all are thinking. Kentucky's 4-7, Indiana's a playoff team. How is this a fair fight? I went into this thing to be pretty even because Kentucky was a 3.5-point dog and Indiana is a 26-point favorite versus a 1-10 team. Kentucky and Indiana's football culture is about the same. I paid about $20 to get into both games, which is crazy because going to Georgia State at Kentucky costed more than both these tickets combined. And also, just look around how everyone's dressed. Kentucky was dog shit, but this is extra dog shit. Let's head up to our seats and see what kind of conditions we're working with. Oh my goodness. This is the stuff, guys. This is what it's all about. Somehow the snow makes me feel warmer. Seriously though, this is one of the best environments I went to all season, hands down. Cut-off t-shirt hype man is super electric. Towels at college football games is something we need more of. And while we're just peeping around, shout out to our unsung heroes of the evening. Way to keep that field clean, turf crew. Can he survive the conditions? Yikes. Field goal challenge in these conditions is diabolical. Oh, he got it too. That's for a rack, baby. That's for a rack. Shout out my boy. First half just wrapped up. It is 28-0. Let's head down to the concourse and heat up a bit. These steep bleachers are sweet for optics and pretty tough for a snow game. Way to make the most of the snow, IU. It is still so cold around here. I need to find somewhere to warm up. Anyone missing a glove or need a life-size old oaken bucket? That's what we like to see. I am envious. Soon, guys. We'll be in there soon. Hang on, hang on. I think we found the sweet spot, everybody. I'm feeling warmer already. It's not inside, but we're 15 degrees warmer than anywhere else. I might just stay in here the rest of the game. Zach Edey hockey jersey, most Purdue thing I've ever seen someone wear. All right, we're a bit in the second half now. Let's see what the scene's looking like. A lot of people have left already. We're treating ourselves to a nice spot. This should do just fine. And after missing half the third quarter, IU's already put up 10 more points. Make it 17.
The kick is good.
Some people might have left, but everyone here is still locked into being the piss out of Purdue. And airing it out on almost every play. I love seeing Nutty Man. I love this guy. The party never ends. 5 minutes left. Indiana's punting. Back has been put in the game. I think it's about time we come to a decision. After two pretty terrible games and way too much time spent in the cold, the old Oak and Bucky game takes Governor's Cup, at least this year. I guess the biggest takeaway from today is having a good football team beats having a competitive football team. But hey, thanks everyone for playing. Shout out Kentucky and shout out Indiana. This game was incredible.